Hello and welcome to another vlog. Today is the 1st of December, which means it's the first day of Advent of Code. It's also the first day of Vlogmas, where we vlog every day until Christmas, which is why I'm vlogging today. Typically I think you upload every day until Christmas, but since I also have a full-time job, this is probably not happening. I'm aiming for like every second day probably. Talking about my full-time job, it is still the middle of the day. We had a client meeting earlier. For those of you who don't know, I am a data science consultant, which means that I work at a consulting company that helps other companies with their data science needs, be that analyzing, implementing machine learning pipelines, etc. So I'm about to hop into a meeting with my colleagues, and then afterwards we will probably have some time after I finish work to talk about Advent of Code. So I'll see you then. While I show you a quick view of my office and a time-lapse of me working, let me tell you a bit more about the project I'm currently doing. Now obviously I have to be a bit vague because my day job does not want me to divulge all of their secrets on this YouTube channel, but I think I can tell you that I am currently on a small project team and we are working on an anomaly detection project, and now we are at the stage where we are going into feature engineering, so taking all that we learned and applying it towards a machine learning model, like I said, in the form of anomaly detection. So yeah, I wrapped up my work earlier. This afternoon, work-wise, was with a lot of planning and some meetings with colleagues, which was nice. We're still being supported a lot by our older colleagues and mentors, and got some advice that we will try to implement tomorrow. We're currently in our data science project. We're in between like data exploration and feature engineering. It's always a cycle of going back, but yeah, we're now currently entering the new stage, trying to get into feature engineering, and tomorrow we'll focus on wrapping up all the loose ends and trying to get like our code base and everything like clean, so we can jump into the next step with a good clean slate. That's a wrap for today. I'm gonna hate myself for saying this when editing this tomorrow, but I did Advent of Code. Quick, easy program, but I was also determined to write a blog post about it, so it took a bit longer because the code is just like, I don't know, 10 lines. If you're still on the fence about doing it, go and do it. You can still catch up. The first few challenges are very, very easy, and you can do it in whatever programming language you want. I did Python to follow the theme of what I previously did. I still want to do Scala on the weekend, but first I just quickly done the challenge, blogged about it, so if anyone wants to read up on how I did it. Then I did a quick post on Instagram telling everyone that I am vlogging, I am doing Advent of Code. I also want to write a goal post. I don't even like doing vlogging and Advent of Code next to a full-time job is probably my goal this month. I don't think I need more goals, realistically speaking. Oh god, what did I do? But yeah. Now it's very late, given that I have a headache, so I'm off to bed, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's day 2 of Vlogmas, and I need to make myself a drink before my other meeting in 4 minutes? Can I even make myself a drink? Do you also do that, where you would have all the time in the world and then 2 minutes before a meeting you're like, oh my god, I should make myself a coffee? Yeah, it's not good. Lunch break. I just wanted to quickly, originally I wanted to do the Advent of Code thing during lunch so I could just quickly code it, post it, done. Yeah, no. You know what I did instead? I thought with my theme, because my overview of my blog currently looks like this. I am fighting so hard with CSS right now. I'm getting flashbacks to when I was a student working in web development. Never got the hang of it. That's why I'm now in machine learning. lunch break is almost over now, and it just looks like this, and I can't leave it like this. The struggles of having a website. I didn't even eat anything. If you have any CSS tips of like, do you know, like a magic trick, leave it in the comments. End of work day. I think I was in meetings constantly from the time I told you that I wanted to make a drink at about almost 3 o'clock to now, which is 6:30. Our lovely senior colleague gave us tips on like how to organize the project and everything, because we are going from one stage of data exploration into feature engineering, and there's a lot of unfinished tasks, and now we have a clear checklist of what to do on the weekend, because I still have some work hours left, and on Monday once we all return back to business, and that is such a weight off my shoulders, so really thankful for great colleagues. But for now it's end of work, now it's dinner time, and then I still have to do Advent of Code. Still haven't done that because I just messed around with my website during lunch instead of actually coding. Then here's me preparing dinner, and halfway through we realized we were missing rocket salad, and we tried to get some from the store, but turns out they didn't have any, so we left empty-handed. But at least we got a nice walk in, so win, kind of. Anyways, food still was tasty and looked nice, as you can see. After eating our lovely Flammkuchen, I went back to my laptop to finally do the Advent of Code and also write a blog post about that. Alright, good news. You can see I got my 2 stars for day 2 in Advent of Code. Also good news, I fixed my CSS. This is now a nice card, and my blog also has reasonable cuts. There's a bit of a too large gap, but honestly this looks fine now. Right, so very good news, I fixed all of that. Bad news, well, first of all I had to look at CSS and Flexbox, which not my favorite pastime, let me tell you. And also it's midnight and I'm tired. So that's it for me from today. Yeah, let me do this outro with my tired face. I hope I don't look too tired. I hope you enjoyed this look into my life working from home, being in a lot of planning meetings and client meetings these past 2 days, and also trying to do Advent of Code and blogging about it. Took a lot of time, so we'll have to think about how I do this the rest of the month. But yeah, that is what having a blog that I want to monetize one day and having a full-time job looked for me these past 2 days. I have some fun activities planned for the weekend though, so stay tuned for the next vlog if you want to see me actually go outside more than going to go to the shop. See you in the next one.